the day after the night before, what can I say? Hello, welcome to the review of Tuesday night's game between Grimsby and Harrogate, and all I can say is what a flat game that was. And I've seen in interviews they say a missed opportunity. I honestly believe that was a missed opportunity. Harrogate won the game 1-0. A great strike by the lad, to be honest with you, from about 25, 30 yards. He just let one go and arrowed it. It was in the top corner. I saw someone saying that Eastwood probably should have saved that. If you watch it back, no. What should have happened is we didn't close them down enough, which was our downfall. We didn't close down the shot, so we let them get the shot off. The goal went in. It was one of the flattest games I've been to in a little while. We'll take you through what the team was. So the starting 11 for us wasn't too different to what we started with in the last game. It started with Jake Eastwood, back to Devin Malarkey, Doug Darm and Harvey Rogers. Smith came in, Thompson, Holohan, Andrews, Clifton, with the B crew and Rose up front. I was with a friend yesterday in Harrogate, and Jamie Andrews just did not. I mean, he feels like one of the most redundant players. But I'm not here to dig out players or anything like that. The lads didn't seem up for it. They seemed very, flat. It was flat all the way through. I looked at the stats before I came on to do this video. We had 37% of the ball as well. And even when we made the changes of Vernon, Green, Wilson and Hume, I was fine with the subs. I thought they were the right ones. Especially bringing Vernon and Wilson on. I thought that they were the right choices. But it was kind of like flat. We had three really main chances in the game. Abiku thought he got Grimsby a goal. It looked like a very harsh offside. He may have just been marginally off. But also he was probably just on as well. It was one of those. I was looking at the replay of it, and you're thinking if it's that tight, you probably thought you'd give the attacking player the benefit of the doubt, but not in this case. We had a chance just before that when Danny Rose was put through. I thought he was going to try and lift it over the keeper. He didn't. Once he got through, he sort of aimed it at James Belshaw, and it in the end it was a fairly simple save, but it was a chance that Danny would have felt like he was going to be able to have taken. And then they were the first half chances, and that was about it. And we got one more real big chance during the game when Gav Holohan was played a ball across by Danny Rose, and he was in the 6-yard box and blazed over directly across from where me and my friend were sitting. And it was like, Gav, you have to at least get that on target. And but that was chances wise, that was about all we had. Like I said, Harrogate did score the goal, and it was a good goal. Like I said, it was just after half time, and it was just like you know, George Thompson got the ball sort of in the middle of the park, just ran forward a little bit. No one came close to him, so he thought, I'll tell you what, I'll take a pot shot from here. He did, and he hit it well from 30 yards, and it went in. I think after that, I think we sort of curled into ourselves, and we made it practically impossible for ourselves to get back in it. We never looked like we were going to get back into it. It was just a flat game all round. And yeah, I've seen people say about, the offside wasn't. We didn't create an awful lot. It says we had 11 shots, or 13 shots. Did we? I mean, we created one corner throughout the entire game. 2 shots on target. And it's like one of them was straight at the guy's goalkeeper's midriff. It was tame, that was a chance on target, but it felt like, and I'll use that term that everyone else has, a missed opportunity. It was a game that Grimsby could have won. I won't say should have won, because I don't think we did enough to win it. I think David Artell said in his post-match last night it was a game of two halves. We were better in the first half. I would say only marginally. I wouldn't say greatly. And Harrogate got the goal from 25 yards. And then they were just able to keep us out because we didn't do enough. We weren't clinical enough. Again, that's another Grimsby Town issue. We're not clinical enough when we need to be. And people are saying that obviously the results went our way. Colchester lost against Stockport. Forest Green lost to Mansfield. Again, games you wouldn't expect them to get things from. But I would have expected us to have got something from Harrogate. It's one of those games where I don't want to go out for leathering on the players because it just was a bad night at the office, really. But it makes Crewe on Saturday quite challenging, quite important. I do think one win may be enough. You don't really need to look at Colchester's results, you need to look at Sutton. And Sutton on Saturday go to Harrogate. And on the showing that I've seen, Sutton could easily go there and get the 3 points. We need to go to Crewe and get something, really. And if we do that, if we can go to Crewe and pick up a win, I think that'll probably be us all but safe. But again, we've got to do our job. We can't. It just feels at the moment, and I know I've said this in previous reviews and things like that, I feel like all we're waiting on, and some of the fans feel like this, when I'm listening to some of the fans talk, well, this team can only get to this team can only get to this. It's kind of like sometimes the fans aren't trusting us to get the result. We're having to rely on other teams doing it for us. So I said to my friend coming back from the game yesterday, I said, if we stay up, I won't celebrate this, because having to rely on other people's results to keep you up is, well, it's pretty damn close to embarrassing, isn't it, really? The only reason why we're probably going to stay up is because the 2 teams below us are worse than us. but I will hence not by much. And again, I did say to my mate during the game, because I felt this, we don't impose ourselves on teams, do we? Very often. We don't impose our game on people. We let other teams impose their game on us. And I've seen a lot of people say, I can't wait for the end of the season. I'm with them, but I want to see us safe by the end of it. My friend was pretty adamant that, we'll have enough, we'll do it. Again, I'm at a situation where, while it's still mathematically possible, if we don't get anything at Crewe, you just need to hope Sutton don't get anything at Harrogate. And like I've just said in the video, I've got a feeling they've got a real chance of getting something at Harrogate. And if they close the gap any further and Colchester were to get something, going into that game on next Tuesday against Colchester, that could end up being the biggest game of our last 3 seasons, last 3 years, or since the playoff final, really. But I did say, and I did say at the end of the game, I said, we don't want to be going to Crawley needing something. We really, really don't. We really don't. But it was just like, there wasn't enough energy in the side last night. There was no... I don't want to say there's no desire. I know Justin Abiquu's been getting a lot of flack. Nobody seemed... It felt from where I was watching it, because I was in the home end. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a ticket to be in the away end. I got home end with my wheelchair, and it just was flat. We just looked like, we'll try not to lose by more than one. There was nobody that really stood out. I know Curtis got a lot of praise again. Clifton showed why he's not a defender. But there was just nothing in that. Nothing in that, and it's a game that we don't get anything from. And it's those games, these kind of games, that keep you in trouble. They did to us what we did to Forest Green a few weeks ago. Got 1 goal and didn't have to do an awful lot to keep the clean sheet either. The energy levels just seemed rubbish. If you were at the game, by the way, I could have the Mariners fans loud and proud last night at Harrogate, which was fantastic to hear. Me and my friend could hear you from wherever there, but it was a game that we should have got something from, and we didn't. If you were at the game or watched the game, because it obviously was on Mariners Player as well, Mariners TV. If you did watch the game, you may have seen it differently to how we did. We didn't have the best of views. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, and are we at a point where we're just hoping for the teams below us to lose? Because technically, that's what we're doing. That's what it feels like anyway. And why can't we impose ourselves on games and impose our game on someone else? We don't do that often enough. So please leave me your thoughts down below if you went or you watched the game last night. do let me know, do you think we've done enough, or do you think we need to get something at crew, probably to get a win at crew to almost be certain? And what did you guys think of the game? So that'll be my rambling done for this one, and it does serve a bit of a ramble. But do hit the like button, do hit the subscribe button, and the bell button. I'll let you know when I upload the next preview, which of course will be the preview for Saturday's game at Crewe Alexandra. So look out for that, and I will see you guys very soon. I'll be very intrigued by you guys' opinions on, are we just basically hoping the other teams lose? Or are we going to be able to pull one win out of the four, which may be enough as long as Sutton don't pick up any more next two wins, because we're 5 points clear of those. Like I said, Colchester don't really count because Colchester will jump Sutton before they jump us. So it is more Sutton than it is Colchester. So yeah, I'll be interested to know what you guys think. Sorry if I sound a bit a bit wary. I not been well last night, so apologies for sounding a bit groggy. I'm okay though, I like to just say. So please do like the subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, and I'll see you for the crew preview in the next couple of days. I'm sorry we had to sit through that, because that just really wasn't good enough. But on to crew we go to see if we can get those all important 3 points. Let's hope so. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.